Good morning, students. This is Dr. Swati Bugalia. I am an assistant professor in agriculture department at Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about plant genetic resources. So, what is plant genetic resources? These are the sum total of gene in a crop species is referred to as genetic resources. There are some definitions. Gene pool. Gene pool refers to a whole library of different alleles of a species. Germplasm defined as the sum total of hereditary material, that is, all the alleles of various genes present in a crop species and its wild relatives. It is also known as gene pool, genetic stock, germplasm, or genetic resources. Germplasm or gene pool is the basic material with which a plant breeder has to initiate his breeding programs. There are some important features of plant genetic resources. Gene pool represents the entire genetic variability or diversity available in a crop species. Germplasm includes both cultivated and wild species or relative of crop species. Germplasm is collected from the center of diversity, gene banks, gene sanctuaries, farmers' field, markets, and seed companies. Germplasm is the basic material for launching a crop improvement program. Germplasm may be indigenous or may be exotic. Aims of plant growth PGRs to prevent genetic erosion by collection, conservation, study of documentation and utilization of genetic resources. Kinds of germplasm. The germplasm consist of various plant materials of a crop such as landraces, absolute cultivars, advanced breeding lines, wild form of cultivated species, modern cultivars, wild relatives and mutants. First of all, landraces. These are nothing but primitive cultivars which were selected and cultivated by the farmers for many generations without systematic plant breeding efforts. Land races have high level of genetic diversity which provide them high degree of resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses. Land races have broad genetic base which again provide them wider adaptability. Then are the absolute cultivars. These are the varieties developed by systematic breeding efforts which were popular earlier and now have been replaced by the new varieties. For example, wheat variety K65, K68, PB591 were most popular traditionally tall varieties before introduction of high yield dwarf Mexican wheat varieties. Now these varieties are no more cultivated. They are good genetic resources and have been widely used in wheat breeding programs for improvement of grain quality. Now such old varieties are found in gene pool only. Next आपका आता है modern cultivars. The currently cultivated high yielding varieties are referred to as modern cultivars. They are also known as improved cultivars or advanced cultivars. These varieties have high yield potential and uniformity as compared to absolute and land races. However, these have narrow genetic base and low adaptability as compared to land races. Next is advanced breeding lines. These are pre-released plants which have been developed by plant breeders in modern scientific breeding programs. These lines which are not yet ready for release to farmers, they often contain valuable gene combinations. Next is wild form of cultivated species. Wild form of cultivated species are available in many crop plants. Such plants have generally high degree of resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses and are utilized in breeding programs. They can easily cross in cultivated species. Wild form of many crop species are extinct. Then wild relatives, those naturally occurring plant species which have common ancestry with crop and can cross with crop species are referred to as wild relatives. Wild relative includes all other species which are related to the crop species by descent during their evaluation. Both these crops are source of valuable genes for biotic and abiotic stress, for quality traits and yield. Next is mutants. Mutation breeding is used when the desired character is not found in the genetic stock of cultivated species and their wild relatives. Mutations do occur in nature as well, as can be induced through the use of physical and chemical mutagens. Mutation for various characters sometimes may not be released as a variety, but they are added in the gene pool. The germplasm includes those carrying gene mutation, chromosomal aberrations, and marker genes are considered special genetic stock. They are useful in breeding programs.